Good morning, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. Snapzilla Gorilla, welcome to the Definition of Anarchy. Today I wanted to address people's concerns about how the police are retiring and quitting all across the country. They're resigning. Okay, they feel a certain type of way about public perception. All right, not that they gave a fuck before for all these years, but now they're fed up. They think that we're treating them like animals and thugs. So you know what? They want to go bye-bye. What does that mean? That just means that you have to wake up and understand that you're ultimately responsible for your own safety, your own protection. And guess what? It's always been like that, right? You just haven't been in a situation, right? If you don't understand, if you ever had to call the police before, if you were getting robbed or getting burglarized or someone was trying to attack you, if you ever tried to call the police before and you realize that the shit's already over by the time they show up, but during the crime that was being committed against you, you didn't have the means to properly defend yourself. So guess what? You didn't stop whatever was happening. Hopefully, you know, like if you're getting robbed, they took your money and you just gave them the money and they booked it. Or if you were burglarized, you stayed locked up in your room and they didn't try to break in, they took the shit and left. That's what would be ideal, right? If someone tried to do so, if you were a victim of a crime, that's what you would hope would happen. All right, they take my money, they go. Oh, I'm locked up in my house, I'm locked up in a room. I don't have to, hopefully he doesn't come to the room. Like, those are the type of things I don't want to have to think about. I want the means and the tools to protect myself against someone who might violate me. I don't want to have to, and I don't want that tool to be a cell phone in 911. I don't want that to be a tool. I want that to be the cleanup. Okay, y'all can come clean this up. Yeah, you know, I had to take care of my business. We you know, boom, boom, boom. You know, whatever the case may be, then you handle it from there. That's the ideal situation for me and for anybody else who's living in this world. Okay, there's not enough cops to protect everyone. There's not, and it's not their job to protect you. It's not. That was already dictated by the Supreme Court. A cop's job is not to serve and protect you. A cop's job is to enforce the laws of the land, right? It's to, you know, ensure that we're kept in line. That's the cop's job, to keep people in line, not to protect them from each other, right? So, I mean, it just so happens that somebody broke into your house, burglarized you, robbed you. Oh yeah, they got to come handle it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not for your protection. It's to investigate a crime that has already been committed, not to prevent the crime in progress, right? So, and you know, they might sometimes stop a crime in progress. It doesn't happen very often though. Okay, so with that in mind, you think to yourself, okay, so the cops, the only difference is the cops aren't going to get there in 5 minutes. The only difference between then and now is that the cops aren't going to, there's not enough cops for them to respond to a call fast enough. So common sense would tell me I need to make sure I have the ability and the means and the equipment to protect myself and my family and my community. But common sense tells me that already. Even if there's 8 million cops on the street, right? Common sense already tells me that, because cops cannot do everything for you. They cannot protect you from everything. You know what I'm saying? You can call them to remove somebody from your parking lot because they were drunk and they passed out in the drive-through line, right? Because you don't want to deal with it yourself. So now guess what? Oh, I forgot. Also, cops, their job is to also extort people, to give them tickets, to provide funds for the city, okay, and the state. So that's another job they have, extortionists. So You can call somebody to come to your parking lot and pick a guy up because they're drunk and they're sitting in the parking lot blocking everybody. They're inconveniencing everyone because you don't want to deal with it yourself. You don't want to get out and say, hey, man, wake the hell up, man. Keep it crack. Hey, get out of here. You know, are you drunk? I need you to keep it moving. Go park in the parking lot. Look, go to the parking spot right here. And go to sleep and, you know, sleep it off. But I need you to get out of my line because, you know, people are, you're fucking with my money. So I need you to get up out of here. Okay? So, but that's just me. That's just me. I don't feel the need to call the cops for every inconvenience that I have. I just don't. It's like the two Karens, right? They call them the two Karens in Central Park. You know, well, I think it's one Karen, right? They called the black dude the Karen because he was all up in her business. You know, really he was. You know, she wasn't hurting anybody. She just had a dog off the leash. Now, is there a potential of someone being hurt by that dog because the dog is not on that leash? Yes, but that's not what happened. So yeah, he is trying to enforce laws that were handed down by anointed human beings, right? That's what he was doing. Even though he's not one of the anointed ones, he's not one of the ones with the qualified immunity that could have showed up and beat her ass if they wanted to and got off with it, you know, paid administrative leave, whatever. There might have been some protests. There's some protests and some riots. They're afraid of some riots. They might have arrested the cops. Listen. You don't need cops, all right? We don't need, not as they are right now. Now, if you want to hire a private police force where they answer to the people, see, that's the problem. Police officers don't answer to the people, even though we paying they monkey asses. We pay the cops. We pay them to go around extorting us for going 5 miles over the speed limit or rolling through a stop sign. We pay them to extort us for jaywalking, for parking somewhere 5 minutes longer than we should have. That's what we do. We pay them to inconvenience us and to commit crimes against us. So I don't really feel, I feel like those funds can go toward a private police force that will be more incentivized to actually serve and protect the community. But that's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think. What do you guys think about the mass exodus of the police officers? Do you think that we need them? Do you think we don't need them? Do you think there should be a transitional period? Like I said, I think there should be a transitional period between starting to shut the cops down and moving into another system that's a little bit more feasible and a little bit more practical. Or do you think that, no, we just need the cops? We need to give the cops more funds. We need to put more cops on the streets to keep our asses in line. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. All right. I'll at y'all later. Like, share, subscribe if you feel the need or feel the desire to. If not, it's all gravy train. Peace.